Today, Redneck wine glasses. These are awesome. Just before Christmas, well, quite a few months before Christmas, I went out looking for them. They ran in the store from $14.99 and online up to $20 a piece. I thought, forget it, no way, not going there, isn't going to happen. Then I realized when I was poking around that it's very easily done by yourself. These little candle holders, they're only $1 to $1.25 in the dollar store. I don't know why they're $1.25 in the dollar store. Nothing seems to be $1 anymore in the dollar store, but that's the price, $1.25. And your mason jar. So I worked out the math on that. So it's $1.25 for the candlestick, and it's about 83 cents for the mason jar, for a grand total of $2.08. Well, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. And they're so versatile that you can use them for everything, and I'll show you that in a minute. So the glue that I use is E6000. I use it because it works. It just simply works. Now, a lot of people use epoxy. I've never used it. They say it works great. I'm sure it does. I've never tried it. So my motto is, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So what I do is I get my mason jar. Now there's two ways to do this. Some people say sand it lightly on both surfaces. I've done that in the past. I didn't see any difference in the way it held, and over time I didn't see any difference. So I just skip that part. So basically what I do is I turn mine upside down, and I put the E6000 right on the rim of the candlestick. And a good glob of it too. You don't want it running all over the place, but you do want a good, a good surface to hang on to. So then I just put it on my mason jar. Try to center it as much as you can. Press it down. And I usually get like a popsicle stick or a stir stick, and I just run it along and get the excess glue off, because there is going to be some excess glue. Now it is clear and it will dry clear, but I still don't want a globby mess underneath of the candlestick or the mason jar. So that's what I do. I just get the excess off. And that's it. Now, I turn it over carefully, and then I center it, because these candlesticks aren't necessarily level, and no mason jar is the same. So I get it on there as center as I can, and hopefully that sits straight. There we go. And you let it sit. Now, I did a huge batch of these before Christmas, and I didn't want anybody to tip them over or knock them over, so I put them all on my dresser in my bedroom. It stunk up my room for 3 days. It stunk so bad. I opened the windows, I did everything, and I mean, it stunk. This is a strong odor. If you put it in a small space and you're using a lot of it, like say you're doing 12 jars, I suggest opening a window, putting it maybe in the basement, or putting it in a big space, because it's very harsh when it's in a small space. And that's it. You let it sit for, I let it sit for 48 hours. I don't know about anybody else, but I do these, and there's no reason for me to touch them in 24 hours. I let them sit for 48 hours. I don't usually have to go back and fiddle with it. It's usually pretty good. So 48 hours is my rule anyway, that I do. And these are some of the things that you can do with them. I mean, they're great. One reason I love these is because you can have them on your coffee table or your end table. You can have candy on your table or crackers on your table. If your dogs bounce these over by any chance, the lid's not coming off. They can't get into it. So if you have it in a traditional candy bowl or something like that, if they knock the bowl over, the lid is going to go too. But with these, the lids stay on. So it's fantastic if you have animals. They can't get their nose in there, they can't shove the lid off. It's fantastic. So some uses are candy and crackers, and of course drinks, iced tea. You can put a label on it. You can put cool drinks out on your patio. Another advantage of this is you have a lid. No bees are going to get in here when you're sitting on the patio. You can put your lid back on. So flies and bees that sweet drinks can attract, they're not coming because you've shut it down, and that's good. All kinds of different candies. Big staple in my house, Swedish berries, gotta have it. That's like air to me, so if I don't have this, I would probably disintegrate. Another thing, crafts. You can do all kinds of crafts with these. Put some kind of a stone or whatever you can find at the craft store. Put a little light in there, and turn off the lights and see what happens. But you can put sand in there. You can put regular stone in there. There's so many versatile things you can do with candlelight in one of these, and they are very, very attractive when the lights go down. So that's just another little crafty idea, which you don't have to go out and spend $14.99 or $20.99 for one. You can spend $2.08 if you pay the price I did at the dollar store. If the candlesticks come at $1, you're spending even less. You're spending under $2 for a really, really cute thing to have around the house and give us gifts. So just another idea what you can do with mason jars. Till next time, hey do.